Hi, hello, and hi, hello. Welcome to the first ever.
The first
ever. Number one. Last one's number 0, so it doesn't count. Yeah. The Lost Media. First ever SD Games. Today I'm joined by the Andrew. My name's Emmy. Nice. Is there an echo? Is there a room echo? Or is it just an audio echo? And my hair's like in the way. Off problems at the start. We are getting a mic mid-stream today. It's a special delivery as a gift. We've earned it. We're getting a new microphone, which we will be switching to. There is an echo. I think I know why there's an... I think we should be fine now. How about now? I think I fixed it.
Why is it doubling through the... Oh wait,
okay, I know how I... Yep. Don't worry about it. We have 2 microphones.
We have 2 and we're getting another one delivered.
We're getting another one.
Exciting times.
Perfect. So, exciting times. If you were here for the last stream and you have it recorded, that is Lost Media, please email it to emily@sdgames.co.uk. We lost the last stream, unfortunately. I'm glad it's gone.
Same.
It wasn't...
I'm very glad it's gone.
Could have been better. It could have been better. So today, unlike Andy's...
What are we doing today, Emmy?
What are we doing today, Andy?
I feel like a little puppet. It's weird. Like, I'm sort of perched on your shoulder. I'm kind of further away. It's.
I got the strings, just going at it.
Like a little parrot or something.
Unlike last stream where we lost some of our work, which don't tell anyone it happened.
It's been redone. It's fine.
We have a little art stream. So.
We love art.
You see my monitor. What application do you use for art?
I use Photoshop.
Now, would you like to try a new application?
Yes, why not?
Yes, okay. So the application I use for art is called Clip Studio. So I'm going to get you trying out Clip Studio Paint.
Well.
Can I have my mouse?
The power that I wield now.
Can I have... We're going to try out Clip Studio Paint. It's a very, very nice application I use for art. If only connected. I have like a lot of brushes that you can use, different brushes.
Will that guy be there?
This guy or
no,
that
guy?
So this application has models you can put in to use as background stuff.
I think you.
Right.
I remember you showed me.
So we have it up here on our screen. These are all the brushes. If you want to hide this, you just press that arrow right there. Yeah, you can hide it or we can open it. If you want to choose a brush, they're like right here, but this is how you import them.
Do I not have a canvas?
You do, if you could give me this. Well, first, if you just click new, make your canvas. What size do you want?
I would like it. Oh, I don't know, are we going to do... Should I do lots of drawing on the same thing, or... Let's make a scene. Let's do big. Make it 4K by.
4K.
By.
There you go. 4K.
2.
This is good.
Okay, that works now.
There you go. So you got your canvas. Head off for yourself. You don't need this yet. But if you go into the default brushes, I think are the first 2. But if you go into the lower ones, I have some I have like random custom brushes imported that you can mess around with.
Can't remember which
All
ones.
yours. In the meantime, any questions you got about the game? Ask the same questions because they weren't actually recorded. Oh, your keys.
Yeah.
Right, so we're just gonna set that up real quick if you gave me the mouse.
Some like crumbs or something stuck under these buttons. It's,
My mouse.
right.
There you go. So we can set these up.
I just want an undo.
Which one do you prefer as an
Actually,
undo?
oh god, what am I gonna need? Undo and brush sizes I'll need.
So brush sizes are these ones.
Okay, nice, they're already set.
Undo, because this is all, so I would just make this, it's Control Z.
Nice.
China? I think your thing's broken.
It might just be the buttons, but I mean, they don't sound good.
They do
they?
not sound good. Yeah, if you have any questions about the game, feel free and ask them. I would say ask the same questions you did last time because those are not recorded anymore and they're gone in history.
Have you shut it down?
What do you want?
The Huion.
Yeah, I did. Unbelievable. And this is Control Z.
Is that saved?
Okay, try it. The Q&A back. Well, we are having, this is a Q&A stream, so please.
Nah, maybe Clip Studio doesn't it?
No. Why? But
Zero undo.
it works.
Drawing
The
challenge.
zero undo challenge. Let me give this here. Give this here. You don't need the Q. Well, the Q. We are. Oh my god, what are you doing? Who is that?
That is Michael.
We are. The Q&A license is active right now. Fortunately.
We have a license for Q&As. Oh.
Do you want to set it on the button?
Maybe.
It's like this.
Maybe one of them
yeah.
will do something.
Try now. Why is this not work?
I'm not rubbing out.
So what I prefer instead of rubbing is clicking this and it switches to a transparent pen. See that over there?
Why have I not got anything?
I don't know. So I don't know, you tell me. Well, because you're on the eraser now.
Oh, but I wasn't before. Oh, okay, so pressing that button.
Okay, wait, so I think it still has the... This is great. I love this. This is amazing. So what is the art theme for today? What are we drawing?
I don't know, do you want to draw work things?
I
or,
say this would be nice to have work things.
in that case...
No Freddy Fazbear's.
Let's draw some... Oh, I need a whole computer.
For
I
what?
need to research things. I say we can
Just
do
sketching.
concept designs for
Okay.
buildings.
You can do sketching.
But I need to look up what kind of buildings exist.
That's a good point. We were not prepared for this.
Do you have...
I
See,
don't
this is
know.
where working at my computer would be really nice.
Next time, we'll figure this
Yeah.
out.
Because I've got like all my stuff. I already have a file that has loads of things.
Yeah, but I would kill you. Why is that not working? Can I? Okay, I mean,
Fight through the crunches.
I think your tablet hates this. That is crazy how it doesn't work. Huh. This is Control Z.
Is it definitely Control Z in Clip Studio
Yeah,
and
I
not
just-
Alt Z?
Control Z. This is what I pressed. That is crazy. Here's a question. Okay, I will answer your question in a second. I'm just checking this real quick because this thing's broken. I think you're just gonna have to deal with this because it's broken unless we run a little diagnose tool. But then this is the...
How about you diagnose your attitude? Because I've had enough of it. Does pressing the buttons...
Okay, how do you reset your device to default settings? Well, it's
my
PC.
personalised, customised
It's
settings.
PC only. Okay, you're just gonna... I'm just gonna put you the keyboard here, and you press Control Z whenever you need
I'll
to.
do the buttons.
You are the Control Z person here. I would personally recommend trying some of the custom brushes I have from over here. These
Yeah,
are really
yeah.
nice, especially the square texture brush, which I really like. Obviously, if you increase the size with these, I really like this brush because this is how it looks like. Oh. Like, it has a really nice kind of like blocky look for things.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite brushes.
It's a nice one.
I have a lot of them. So, can you interact with your slaves, soon-to-be slaves, through any events or whatever options you can choose in the campaign view? That's actually a really good question. It's not something we've actually had a discussion about, I'm going to be honest. Obviously, you're calling them slaves as well. They would rather be your minions. Trying to get the RP of this RP. No, I appreciate that. I'm glad you're in the mood for this story. I don't think we have events in mind right now. Special events. Obviously, that's having random events in like a game is what makes it interesting. So I do think that's something we're going to be working on, but it's not a priority right now because we're mostly focusing on the main gameplay besides like the special events to happen. But there are plans, for example, where like there's an event where your base gets invaded or there might be some story stuff. I don't know if we're going to focus on inner character, like inner party relationships. Obviously, when you think about this game, a lot of other games come to mind, and I'm just going to say recently, Baldur's Gate 3, an amazing game that has came out, which I don't think we can even compare ourselves to.
I mean, studios, like, there's
zero
chance.
Yeah, it's a difference of studio size and everything like that. Let me just remove this.
15 years, maybe we could get close, but...
Oh, that's too bright. Yeah, maybe in the future... Can I have my mouse for a second?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Stealing my mouse. There you go. Yeah, it's not something we can definitely compare right now, and I don't think we have, like, that capability to get that in-depth in between characters. But, you know, we'll throw in some funny character stuff. What sort of interactions can you have with the world? Right, big, good question. I'm gonna drink for this one. So, obviously, in the end, I want you to keep in mind that anything I say, things are subject to change. That is what we have in plan right now, but if some things come up and we're like, we can't actually do this, we might not be able to do this. We've had a lot of these things where we've been like, oh, we're going to do this one thing, but obviously we ended up being like, we actually have to get rid of it because it's just not working what we have right now, and it's just, that ain't it. So interactions in general, he's not doing anything. Can you like art from the character?
I'm making...
Oh, he's on his phone.
I'm making a cover.
He's on his phone.
I don't know how Flip Studio works.
Yeah, learn. It's really good. I think you can press C.
Wait, C is zoom.
C switches to basically your eraser.
How do I,
What do you want?
I want to zoom out. Why is that not zoom?
How do I zoom? I have keys that zoom for me, but I think it's Alt mouse wheel. Yeah, it's Alt mouse wheel.
No, I'm not using a mouse as well.
Yeah.
There's got to be where the bindings. Well, it should say right if I hover over the. Where is the little magnifier?
Top.
That was the top. Slash. Controversial.
Oh, that's interesting.
And C goes.
But yeah, general interactions. So, it's a big question because there's like probably like a big list of things. And I'm trying to think character interactions and world interactions. I would place them differently because we obviously first we have the world interactions, which is the beauty of the game in my opinion. I think we're focusing more on the gameplay than like story interactions in between characters, like relationships or whatever. But obviously, the whole faction thing, the faction system, and that's where the RTS aspect comes in, where you have the interaction with other factions, and we call it a notoriety system. In the world interaction of the character, okay, awesome, that's exactly what I'm talking about then. The notoriety system. Each faction has its own opinion about other factions, and our plan is let's say if you choose to replay the game, to kind of make each gameplay unique-ish. In a sense, how each faction is going to interact with you. So, you know, you played any map-related games as Europa Universalis 4. My friends are really... What do you do? Just killed Simba. My friends have been playing a lot of Europa Universalis 4, and obviously, you know, it's like alternative history stuff. Each time something else happens, it really depends on the player, and it even depends on the AI. And that's kind of like the thing we're aiming to have with the factions. Damn, Andy. And we're aiming to have that with the factions, where obviously sometimes the faction will make a different decision depending on just the gameplay. You know, you can make one faction angry, they'll attack you, stuff like that. Obviously, you have an authority from one faction, and if you keep attacking them, you keep enraging them, basically starting a war with them. Kind of like stuff like that. What else is there to bring up? What are we looking at? Oh, he's looking at the buildings. Oh.
Do you know what? A mine. Mine's a fun one.
Mine's a good one. Yeah, go ahead. Just put it like... Yeah, you can incognito search it, I guess.
Don't look at any of that. Hopefully it's not bad.
That one. Nah, it's fine. I would say there's the... This one's really hard to talk about, is the world destruction. Because when people hear world destruction, terraforming, they're like, oh my god, Minecraft 2.0. It's more of just destruction from skills and stuff like that. We have to be careful with that, obviously. At the same time, it's kind of like hard to implement and make work with other kind of like gameplays, but we do have some plans for that. We'll be taking a look at that. There's... I'm trying to think if dungeons have anything to do with anything. No. There's the, obviously, story interaction with the world. So I have a call. Hello, do you have the mic?
Yes.
Okay, we will be there in a second. Right, so we have our new microphone. Are any of you going down? Any of you leaving?
Yeah, we're about to.
Are any of you willing to pick up the microphone?
I'm not walking back up the stairs.
That's
I've come
rude.
downstairs like
No?
6 times.
That's fair. Right, I need to be right back and pick up our new microphone. So I'm going to leave Andy here to entertain and talk.
No.
So, whilst I'm picking that up, you are going to tell everyone about what you're doing, about the game, and you are going to talk non-stop. And you're going to talk about the
Talk non-stop.
interactions.
What would everyone like to talk about?
Talk about the
You
game.
can talk about.
Talk about the game.
Can you get past you, right?
Yeah, we can pause. What is this? Why is there a camera behind the couch?
Oh, that was your
Yeah, I know.
thingy watching
I
one.
know. I don't know what it's doing down there.
The camera usually is in front of the couch, not behind it.
I will be right back. Hopefully with better audio.
With better audio. What are we using at the moment?
We're using the webcam mic.
The webcam,
I
Mike.
know.
Is that what we used last week?
Yeah, that's what we used last week.
Very nice. You got to dance. Do you know what? I used to be able to dance back in the olden days. I used to tap dance in primary school. That's a fun fact. I mean, what do you want to know, to be honest? I'm looking at pictures of mines. I think Emmy might have explained before, but like, the whole idea is that you'll be able to have home bases and raid other bases and upgradable buildings and stuff. So I'm trying to design multiple stages of like sort of design complexity, but also like, you know, you level 1 mine is obviously a hole in the ground, and then your level 99 mafia boss is something more impressive. But you know, a lot of the job's looking at pictures of mines.
I reckon it's because you're not colder than it was originally. I'm going to piss myself and stuff actually.
And a lot of them look the same. Ooh. Looks fun.
What? Andy, have you decided what you're drawing yet?
I'm drawing a mine. Oh, bastard.
Drawing.
I'm drawing nothing. To be fair, I'm
I still think you should draw us as cartoon characters.
yoink. Do you want us as a cartoon character? It's
Yeah,
supposed to be
tell the
supposed to
office
be work related. Well, I mean that is work related.
If you do like us, we can use those cartoon characters as like part of the dev shit, and Hannah can post it and
As
whatever.
So no,
Bitmojis.
he's not taking you
I thought
home.
Emmy was doing that.
No, did he? Tell me you asked.
Yeah, Hannah asked me.
He can't take me home
He
anyway.
said no.
I would be impressed if he agreed to take me home. You'd have to come pick me up again in the morning.
How rude. Hello. Dan, did you do a little dance?
I didn't do a little dance.
Look what I got. I'm exhausted. We have 4 flights of stairs. And to run. So I'm gonna plug this in. And we're gonna see how this goes.
You're one of them.
I cannot see without plugging this in.
Oh, it's a, oh, it's a. Oh, okay, yeah. It's an anti-mine like tank thing. But I was
What are you looking at?
I was confused because I was looking at mines and then there's a picture of that, but
I cannot see.
a big brain.
Oh, that's not a
Cool.
USB. I don't have a USB.
You don't have any spare USB?
No, I'll use the. I use the front one. It's fine. I got one up here. I need a USB hub. Right now, we're gonna figure out how this works, and then I will answer your question. You're disappointed. What the heck, Andy?
I'm disappointed on adoring fans.
Oh my god. I've been given like an ancient device. I don't even think it works. It doesn't have a light on.
It's not even got a light on.
It's not even have a light on.
2023 and it doesn't even have a light on it. What is the world coming to? I'm supposed to know if it's on.
I think there's supposed to be a light. Come say hi, come say bye.
Light and by.
I don't think it's up. Plug it in. Entertain it while I
Entertain what?
the
Oh,
thing.
hello.
Crowd.
This is the
You mean I thought it was
worst
from
USB ever.
Are you trying to work a mic right now?
Yeah, but the way it works is if I.
Oh, it's sensitive.
There you go.
Oh,
Just
it's a sensitive baby.
Yeah, it's sensitive. Look, it's not even in.
Just be
Use the
kind
screen
to it.
to thingy it. We're so scuffed.
Yeah, we are.
This is the most broken microphone ever. I need a new cable for this.
Right, just speak kindly to it, and that's the best that you can do. And if
You
it
can't
doesn't-
just shove it in. You have to warm it up first.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I just shoved it in.
It didn't.
Foreplay, Emmy.
And
Foreplay.
it didn't work, did it?
Have you
just
broken the cable?
it?
No.
On that note, have
Hang
fun,
on,
guys.
I don't think you. Have fun and see you later.
Have a lovely evening.
Oh, it's
Thank you for watching, guys.
Thank you for showing up.
Bye.
Right, bad news. The microphone is not usable anymore. I need to open it up.
All of that and we haven't even
So the
got-
cable, the connection inside is moved to the side. That's why I couldn't plug it in. No microphone today. You're not gonna be able to plug it in. Because the connection's moved to the side.
So the actual.
The connector inside has moved. So even if you plug it in, it's not actually
How does the
plugged
port
in.
actually allow it to?
Because
Is it the pins within the port?
The pins are pushed in. What do you mean another one? We're using a webcam mic. I feel like it's easier to have another one we can control that we can.
Oh,
Technically, it's just a webcam mic. It's a shitty mic. It probably sounds fun, which is great. Yeah, exactly. But this way we could kind of control the volume, so it doesn't pick up any background noise in the office, just in case if this does. I honestly have no idea. I have no idea how this one sounds. Where it'll work with it. We'll put this here just as like a pretend thing. I'll like hold it and be like, hi. Well, it's
Hi.
odd. I don't know.
placebo
This is,
mic.
I just broke this, right? I'm saying this on camera. I technically broke this because I pushed it in too hard and it's gone. You like to bump your art style question? Yes, sorry, I was focusing on this. So the art style, that's a very good question because we technically have two art styles. Now let me explain. So, obviously, there might be a little bit of humor in the game. We don't plan to make this a comedy game like a lot of games focus on, which is, it's great. It's nice to have comedy in games. But art style more, it's more dark, gritty, kind of like realistic looking game. We definitely had quite a few models that look very cartoonish, and your job was to like put them back on looking
I've had
more
to
serious.
retexture certain things because the texture maps are very stylized, or in certain cases the models themselves weren't too bad, but then they had like normal maps on them that kind of like pinched a lot of the edges, so it gave it a very like faceted, stylized look.
Yeah.
And so I basically had to like go through retexture things, or like in that case, that normal map, blur the normal map so that everything's a bit less defined and stylized looking. But
funny game. How are you, Jay?
a funny game.
The funny game. Yes, so we've definitely had to change quite a few models because obviously we're a small studio. Some models we do end up purchasing. Obviously, we don't want to have the issue where it's like, oh, you bought this model, we can recognize it. We edit them, we change them up. We speed up the process, which is, that's what you want to do on a limited team, limited budget. So we definitely are going for a more serious style, but we do have the dungeons. So we do have the main dungeons, which is like just, I don't want to say Diablo style, but it's a dungeon. You go in, it's pseudo-generated, you do your thing, you get your thing. But we also have an endless dungeon mode, where if the person just wants to go in for a challenge or even gain some like resources, it's a good way of doing that. And we're kind of going for like a dreamscape look for that. So it's more of like, supposedly we did have ideas of changing the art style. I don't actually remember the final opinion on that. So you hear you're able to grind the fuck out of it. Yes, that is one of the things we kind of want to like give the possibility to. Is obviously you don't want to make the game boring and make everything repetitive. So we don't make it forced, but on the side you're actually allowed, if you enjoy the combat, if you want to level up, or if you want to grind at it, go ahead, endless dungeons, stuff like that, and that's what we're kind of like aiming for with that. So it will have a different art style in a sense on the fact that it's a dreamscape area. Did the cool kid 12-year-old ask? Yes, can you do that?
What?
The ass, the cool kid 12-year-old ass. Oh my god, long message. Right, I'm gonna read this on my phone.
I remember how to do that.
I don't know, can you? Shoot carries the game in your mind as dominantly strategy management, battle focused game with some little story various through the head. I would say a bit more balanced. Let me read it. Let me read it. Like, is it
Close enough, innit?
I liked how more than those ones.
How did the other ones go?
I don't remember. Google it. I've never done them. I never did them in school. Like, is it fair for you to say that there shouldn't be too much expectation of the RP potential of the game compared to the strategy part? By RP potentially mean you expect something to be able to see the reactions of the general populace in places you conquer, see those reactions change over the time through my action, receive news from the king's factions, maybe news of random events and entering periods. Right, so I would say no. You can definitely expect a bit more of the RP potential. We are working on the story. Obviously, when you're making a game, your initial focus will be the gameplay. We want to make the gameplay good. Because you could have an amazing story, but if the gameplay is shit, you are not going to enjoy the game. Because you are playing the game, you're not there just for the story. So I would say first is gameplay, second is story, but we still have a big focus on the story. Our world lore is definitely getting very, very expanded right now. So our world lore is definitely expanded. We have gods, we have everything. I could actually tell you more about that if you are curious. More about the lore and what's being worked. We have a big board in the back with a lot of story stuff, the races and everything. I would say you would expect people to be able to react to you. Because whilst, yes, there's the gameplay part, there's definitely the part where we do want to like put the aspect that you are rising through the ranks and people fear you more. And that's why we have the notoriety system with the factions. You might be able to talk to one What are you doing? You might be able to talk to one faction and they're gonna be like, who are you? But if you actually like, if your notoriety is higher than 50, they're gonna be like, hey, we know about you. How's the challenge going to be in the game? Oh, you're asking me hard questions. What are you doing?
I'm looking up different. Ooh, that's very sexy. A lift. We do love a lift.
Now, what kind of challenge are you asking about? You can save it for later stream. No, trust me. Ask any question you want. I'll answer them now. Obviously, all this is going on YouTube, on our channel. It's also going to stay on Twitch, but obviously Twitch deletes the VODs in 7 days. So I'm going to upload it straight away to YouTube so people can watch it. You did do a thing that I need to fix.
Can I finish writing the word incline
Okay.
shift?
Because I just noticed you moved the stream background. And there's a dark gap on the corner.
Okay, go for it.
Oh, I just wanted to fix. It might have been. There you go. You're good. Hello, Mom. Exactly. Don't say anything too bad, because. No, the messages will get deleted. But yeah, so this is going on YouTube. This can all be rewatched, but obviously, first streams, not a big viewership, which is fine. So I'm okay with people re-asking the same questions or talking about the same things.
I'm not.
You are not the one.
I'm making notes about every
He
single
is.
thing that's said. No repeat comments.
Like, what part of the game possesses the main challenge then for the player to tackle? Adjust this challenge for various types of players. It's adjustable. How do you manage the adjusting? Yes, so we do have plans, just tweak numbers, add new stuff, whatever. Okay, so I can't really get too technical about this part. We do have plans for obviously different difficulties to kind of like give the player a bit more of a challenge if they want to. That obviously, that's gonna come down to either enemy sizes of how many enemies or the skills they have or like their power levels. So I would say that part is tweaking numbers. But there's also, I'm trying to think if there's bigger challenges that we have in mind that would be like specific challenges. We do wanna, the idea is to make the game as accessible for everyone. So we don't want to lock out people of things, but we also don't want to force people to do things. Those have been the biggest discussions for people. Whereas, like, we don't want to make you grind dungeons. That is boring. Even though, yes, let's say generated dungeons, but not everyone wants to grind. So we have a focus on couple kind of like player bases. There's the, oh my god, what was it? We have a specific document. Which I think one of the focuses, which was like a third focus, were achievement hunters. We do plan to have achievements, completionists. That one is we do plan to have a lot of quests. So whilst yes, you have the gameplay part of the management part, there's also the story part, which is the quests. We've set up a pretty good quest system with different quests, and we plan to have branching quests story-wise and also side quests. So I think the challenge can also come in going for the completionist of quests, if you want to complete all the quests, stuff like that. What else is there?
Especially given the options for customizability for like perks and like mutational stuff. It means that, I mean, the fact that you're locked for like a character,
Yes.
you know, hybrid type. It means that hopefully just replayability and the fact that people want to explore the other aspects of like the gameplay side of the game. You know, each hybrid creature should have its own play style that is like
Basically,
different
yeah.
enough that you would want to play it again in order to experience them all.
Exactly. No, I'm actually glad you brought this up because, yeah, I forgot to mention is there's the challenge in the skills you choose to use, which here comes down to the player, because you could technically go for a support build if you wanted to, and you could just be like, oh, I'm actually trying to support. Let's say because you have your party around 4 people. You could technically focus yourself as the support and have the NPCs be the attacking forces. That's a different challenge you can kind of like give yourself, which we're obviously not going to force on the player. But yeah, no, the mutations and the skills is like a definitely like something the player can like take a look at. I would say the main challenge is probably going to be like the combat. Because the main part we do want to let the people have is, you know, go through the story. We want to make the game completable. Obviously, everyone enjoys a good Souls-like, but we do want to make this game accessible, and kind of like appeasing to a wider audience, considering we're a small studio. I'm still exhausted from the stairs, and I broke the mic. I can't believe this.
All that drove half
Next
an hour.
stream, we are gonna have an Emmy fixes microphone stream. I will get my
It's gonna be a
eye.
great one.
Yeah, I'll get my iFixit kit, and I will figure out how to open this thing up and fix it. You're still going to catch your rat. No. It is hot in this room because we have my PC. We have our server right there. I don't know if you can see it. You kind of can see it.
You can
That's the server. There you go. So that's our server where we host our Git, and just a couple other things for like in-house tools. We have our shared drive and everything. And there's 2 PCs running in this room, and it gets really, 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 really hot. Extremely warm.
Do you know what I just realised?
When did you realize?
I think I wore the same jumper last week
Oh my god.
for the stream.
Can't
I'm pretty sure it was
believe
the. Although actually, there's zero evidence of that, so no. I
There
didn't.
is zero. You just said
It's
that.
the first time.
I was in this morning. I was 5 minutes before. Thank you. I appreciate that. This morning I was preparing at home, and I was like, wait, I gotta stream today. I have to like look good. So
I realised halfway on my walk here, like, oh fuck, we're streaming today.
Yeah.
I've done nothing.
I mean, you're always welcome to set out the streams if you don't want to. How is the mic?
I don't think.
Hello, let's say hi to the big
Ooh.
boss in chat. Who brought this mic? I broke the mic.
The mic is already.
I
fucked.
broke it. So what happened is the cable that connects to the back wasn't fully in, and I connected it to PC. It didn't work. So I was like, maybe let me push it harder. I pushed it harder, and then snap, the connector that was inside had moved to the side, so I just ended up pushing it inside, and it rattles. If you can hear that. So the mic is broken and it doesn't work. Thank you very much. But I am gonna open this up tomorrow, hopefully, and see if I can fix it. The big boss likes it. That is the snake from Metal Gear Solid.
It's also the S of SD game.
That is so true. The signatory.
The signatory.
You don't think that's how you connect a microphone? Yeah, I think I know this better than you do. Oh my god, bye bye. Hi, how are you? I have not seen you in years. We should hang out soon. How is it going? Sorry, this is my really good friend Bye Bye, who I love very much.
Banned off Twitch.
Oh my god.
Can't have that.
So it's always nice seeing people in our own chat. But then this is gonna turn into me reconnecting with my friends again, rather than talking about where I'm supposed to be working right now. So you asked a question without noticing before the countdown ended. No, you're fine. Go ahead. I miss you too. Hit me up. Hit me up on Discord. I'll message you. When will SD Games be moving to Kick or Rumble? Bless you. Actually, SD Games is moving to YouTube. YouTube
Whoa.
Gaming. That's where you will find us next stream. When we fix this microphone, we move to YouTube Gaming.
Went to Vimeo Live.
Oh my
Daily
God,
Motion
yes.
Live.
I love Vimeo. So, Andy, what have you been working on for the past 50 minutes we've been live? Not. Okay. I hope the visual stimulation for the stream has been entertaining. Is there's gonna be an official SD Games VTuber model? Yes, actually. We are debuting today, our first debut.
There you go. Done.
Oh my god, thank you.
It's finished. Our VTuber mermaid.
No, I have an official SD Games.
Do we actually?
Oh, we do. Oh, we do.
Is this one you were working on before, or is this different?
Oh, you'll see. You'll see.
Banned off Twitch. Here we go. Oh, okay, nice.
And then I'll just move her with my hand. There she is, the official Spider VTuber. Hello, everyone. I am Spider.
It's good.
You-
I like the voice.
you
The
gotta-
voice is.
It's like,
strong.
you are doomed. No, it's gone. You moved it.
Oh.
So it's back. She's back. Actually, cool. We should have her in the corner.
Yeah, actually, it fills a bit of the space.
Put her there. That's kind of cool. I like that.
It's just
She's just
like those desktop pets you used to be able to get.
Well, actually, I've been meaning to set up stream avatars. How much did that cost us? That was actually made by our in-house VTuber model designer, Andy. He
That's our
designs.
official job title.
He designs every VTuber model.
Warhammer
we get.
STL maker
Makes
and
everything.
VTuber designer.
That is really, really good, and so technically it's free. That was free for us. Technically, you know. Technically.
I mean,
Technically,
like by proxy,
we
it's
didn't
free, I
pay
guess. Yeah.
extra for it. Is what I mean to say.
The intention wasn't for a VTuber. It's actually Joe says he's good at facial rigs too, so we couldn't make a
Oh.
proper VTuber have like a full.
This is what happens every time we're doing work stuff like drawing Mineshafts, and then we end up making VTubers. Unbelievable. Yeah, I do have a plan to set up stream avatars, so anyone talking in chat could just appear on the screen. It looks funny, fills in the empty space. Your break is over. I hope you enjoy work. Don't work too hard. Can you include the full name of your studio in place so you stop forgetting it? What? Whoa. Where? What do you mean? Where? How's a random person who comes across your studio supposed to learn what SD means? I'm gonna start calling you Sexy Dragon Games. Yeah, that is a bit of an issue. So there's a little bit of a story on the SD Games name. It actually, when the company started, it meant completely something else. We're gonna tell the biggest lore, the SD Games founding story,
Whoa.
which is everyone in this office has heard it millions of times. SD Games was supposed to be started. Standard def, and do not say that. How dare you? SD Games was supposed to be started by two people. It was started by two people, but not the people that it was intended. SD was supposed to be the first initials of the two starting people, but clearly my name does not start with S or E, and I was one of the founders of this. So one of the people basically didn't show up at the time, which is all fine. I ended up getting in there and kind of like doing a lot and helping with the founding of this. So we eventually changed the name to Signatory Dragon Games because it was like, you know what, funny Discord joke, because someone posted it on Discord, a friend of mine, and it was funny. We went with it. We designed the funny dragon logo. I worked really hard on that. I'm actually working on the font for that right now as well. Salvador Dali games, wait, that's good.
I do
Those,
like that.
those would be really cool.
We can.
Yes, Signatory Dragon. I'll put it in the about me so it says Signatory Dragon Games. You know, Signatory Dragons. We're official dragons that just sign documents. It's great. He's wearing a little red glasses and tie. You know, it's great. We love it. It's a funny logo. Ooh. Yeah, because your canvas is really big size. Some of these might lag when they're really big.
What is? Oh, because it's got a different brush.
Yeah. Consider Sexy Dragon Games. I think we'll do that when we switch to a different type of games, because technically our company is registered as SD Games. It is not registered as Signatory Dragon Games, but we can still use the name Signatory Dragons because, hey, that's what it stands for. But we don't really officially use that name, we use SD. So SD is up to your imagination. And we can choose what we want for whatever we want. Sexy oh, does our game have any dragons? I don't think our game has any you have like a
No.
little bit red here.
It's my little smear.
Um,
I can't think of.
I don't think we have any
Any
dragons
dragons
in the
are-
game. Obviously, that's not the name of the game. Okay? It's the name of the company. To pitch the company to investors, you can also use Slack discussion games. Yes, but I don't know how mentioning Slack would help us. But yes. Listen, we can use any name we want, okay? At the end, this is gonna be Emmy and Andy games. Because we were here. And
We were
no
here
one else was
for-
here. Business people love business stuff. That is true. That is one thing that has really come into notice when being and running a business is business people love business stuff. but we try to aim and not have that in the office. We have a. Are you drawing Freddy Fazbear? That's a copyrighted character.
Nah.
Yeah, obviously we have to try. We try to have a more of a chill kind of like vibe in the office. Obviously, we're still professional. We keep things professional when things need to be professional. Except when he ends up drawing Freddy Fazbear.
He's the fastest.
Real questions,
bird
yes,
in the
thank you.
world.
Oh, you had that copy pasted. Oh my god. That you, I literally saw this and then this just popped out.
Paragraph pops in.
Yeah, you could have not written that quickly. So there are quests, yes. Mainline quest, yes. Is there more? Is it more sandbox like what? Optional quests only. Not all the quests are optional, unfortunately. What sort of guidance leads you to the end game? The quests. I'll give a full answer fully, like when I read it all. Is it all just the world naturally developing to the point through NPC factions actions, or are there other triggers such as quests or player mods to create endgame situations? Basically everything. We'll definitely have like there is story. I'll talk a little bit about this story. So we have an aim of there definitely is a story. Sorry, I'm gonna fix my hair because I can see the little bump. There definitely is a story, and the story is the fact that you are a little slimy villain. You know. You want to take over this world, and you made a pact with the god. One of the gods of this world that exists. There's a couple of gods. I don't know if I should say the number now, so I'm not going to say the number of the gods and what gods are there. But you're offered a contract. The god, wants the world. You're going to help him. If you like to be an actual slime villain at some point, that's a DLC right there. That slime villain DLC.
I'm right down for that.
Yeah.
We could. Actually, do you know, that wouldn't even be that hard. You
It's
some,
just a blob.
Yeah, you just get some like jiggly
just a
physics
blob.
going on it, and then you're good.
But yeah.
Slime boss, first boss confirmed.
You make a contract, and here you are. You're taking over the world. So you already have the drive. From the start for the end game is that there's other gods. You have been entrusted by this one god to kill the other gods, and basically you get power, they get the chair of being the top G, and basically what happens is you are driven by the main quest line, but at the same time throughout the game you meet all the other gods because they're like, hey, something's happening. What is this one person doing? Why are they attacking our factions? Why are they doing this? Stuff like that. And it comes to a point where, they can come to you, or sometimes there might be a choice where like, hey, you killed this one god, now you have a choice which god you want to go after, and you have to go after the faction. So I would say the main drive is the main storyline with obviously optional side quests in case you just want to go for more quests, or you want to earn some special items that aren't actually needed, but you just want to play the game, and we just want to give content to the game. That's why I want to add optional stuff. But yeah, you're on your journey to take down the gods and be the villain of the world. So you get a contract, more business in your games. Business owner are gonna love this. Exactly. This is actually a very heavy business game. You're gonna need a lawyer. You will literally need an actual lawyer sitting next to you while playing the game, which reads the contracts. He's gonna sign them. It's a lot of work. Talking about that, I still need to sign my contract. Can you close that? Can you click that? Thank you. Yeah. What are you typing? Okay, awesome. Hello, SD Game Studio. Can you? There, we got a question. Can you survive 5 nights on Abby's? I have survived 5 nights on mine. There's a cat that stares at you. There's a cat that gets close.
It runs away.
No, literally.
Just like the game.
Let me show you. Yeah, no.
Slushies actually does sound like a good game. I've tried that.
That is good. We're gonna try having obviously like event drives. You have to kill the god who hired you first. Well, that is up to you. You are allowed to make a choice if you want to kill a god or make a contract with the god. And,
I shouldn't have done them on the same
you
line.
might have to fight the same god that you did a contract with. You will have to find out when you get the game. But yeah, like, again, main story, but there might be some, like, world events that lead you to, like, other things, but there will be definitely a thing pointing you towards the end game. Because obviously you do want to give the player a clear path towards the end, and that's what we're trying to find a balance between, like, kind of like sandboxing gameplay in a way and like a gameplay we already given them. You divine judgment for breakfast, gods fear me. Ooh. You're gonna have fun playing the game with the gods. I'm trying to find a picture of my cat now that I want to find.
What was it?
I'm trying to find a picture of my cat.
There's not one on your desk.
No. I mean, like, this.
Oh,
This is what
yeah,
she
yeah.
does. Like, she just sits there. I'm gonna send this to my Discord. I'm gonna send this to... I wanna put it on the screen.
What else is a feature of a mind shaft?
What are we trying 5? I don't know. Ask Andy. He's supposed to be doing work stuff, but he's
What
not.
are we doing? 5. What was the question?
I don't have to answer this. So this is what
You
my
lost me.
this is what my cat does. This is the view from my bedroom. She just sits there and watches me. I have like 5 pictures like these, and I'm on my bed, and she's just watching me. These 5 Nights at Emmys all over again. Alright, what do Mineshafts have? Last I looked, we're looking at World War II pics. Yeah, Andy, what's happening? So, you're doing some concept art for Mineshaft.
Yeah. Oh, back on. Yeah. I don't know. How much do you want me to explain about, like?
Go ahead.
I don't even know if we've like. Well,
It's
not decided, but I can't really show because I need a picture from my computer. But the idea is that there would be a certain number of tiers for the buildings,
Oh yeah, obviously, because we do have the
and then within each tier there are upgradable aspects that add.
Yes.
What's like a okay, right? An easy way to demonstrate one that I've done, right? So you'd have like a level 1
mine.
nah.
Level 1
Let's do- yeah, go on, why
crook,
not?
level 99 boss.
Level 1.
Wait, let me read the chat.
mine.
Let me the spider in the corner went to the hairstyle. She did. She's been getting a lot of hairstyling. Obviously, going character customizations. I've been trying different hairstyles. Animal automations in the building. We could have like animals doing stuff.
That is the
Those
well, we
spiders.
have like so one of the ideas for the forge was to have like a big as the forge gets bigger and bigger,
Yeah.
the building gets bigger.
Obviously.
So the level 1 has like a set of bellows that a person could use.
Yeah.
But then the second one, the bellows are bigger and the fire is bigger, so you've got like an ogre doing it. So
Oh.
there would be maybe not animals, but like the
Yeah.
employment of larger creatures and stuff that you like with
This
the
is
mines, for
I
example.
can
you
make
just
the
have-
worst joke right now. No.
Do it. Do it.
So we're talking about employment of larger creatures, right?
Okay.
The largest creature being your mom. Sorry.
Rude.
So that just hit me so bad.
Gonna have
Cut
to-
that. Cut.
Cut that.
didn't
Yeah, delete the
happen.
VOD. Delete the VOD. But right, so level 1, right? You might have a mine.
Yeah.
So your literal level 1
It's just a tunnel.
would be like a
It's
hole.
just-
Yeah,
it's
literally
just
just
a hole.
like a hole. And then your level 2 one
It has like
maybe
mine
you've got,
cars
like,
going in.
Nah, see this is where minecart
Okay.
and stuff.
I'm
I
thinking.
think is like a medium level
So level 1 is a hole. Level 2 is actually like, oh my god, this is weird. Level 2 is like, you know when you have the supports.
Exactly.
And
yeah.
then it's
so
like
you
just
add,
like
you
a
add
path,
small things
like
that give benefits, right?
This leading
But
into
then-
it, and then you could have like some pickaxes on the ground.
Yeah.
Level 3, you can add like another entrance on top,
Exactly.
and
yeah,
like
yeah.
it leads on like that.
Or you have like a.
And I'm
a
thinking
mine
at the
deposit,
end,
like an ore
yeah,
deposit.
you could have like a lift.
Well, this is it. So
So it's like a
the,
lift going into a hole now, bringing out stuff.
Everything from the first, like 5, 10, however many we decide to
Yeah.
chop it into, but it would be effectively the same building that gets more and more detailed as you
Yeah.
add bits and different bits to it. So like, you for the forge, right? There's like one anvil.
Yeah.
And then you upgrade it and you get a second anvil, that kind of shit.
Okay.
But then also things like adding bellows, adding. And the thing is, right, I need to think about it more because I want the actual upgrades to reflect the benefit it gives the building.
Okay.
So, like, If you've got another anvil, then it means that like.
Okay. Don't worry about that too
Well,
hard,
no,
but
I'm
it's
not.
a good idea.
But the point is that those are the kind of things that are influencing
Okay.
what I am
Yeah.
thinking about putting in. So like bellows, for example, will increase the speed. You've got
Yeah.
like,
Okay, that's fair.
whereas like productivity output is increased by things like more
Yeah.
anvils, more.
This
more
guy
shit like that.
overthinks.
This is
I
what
know.
being an artist is. This is how I'm designing.
Okay.
The amount of cat arguments that have already happened.
That
Yeah.
reminds me. So there's base building. I'm guessing there's some sort of settlement management type of building. Is there also RTS style building? Yeah. So this one is the difficult kind of thing we've been looking at. Is there is the stronghold building, which is you have your base, and you technically only have slots. You don't even get to choose where you put them. What are you doing? We kind of went against that whole choosing where you get to build them in your stronghold thing. You do have the slots, and you get to choose what goes in the slot. So it doesn't have to be that this slot will always be a mine. They could be different slots, but it's more of just like your stronghold sort of. It's like, you ever played Travian?
No, what's that?
Travian is like this round town hall, and you have different places to put buildings in, and you upgrade them eventually. That's basically kind of
Yeah,
that system.
like
My sister
Frostpunk,
used to play that.
where
I
you have like a
don't
central thing and you build outwards and you
know.
have like
No.
a, what's it called?
Travian. Yes. Yep. This game.
Ooh, that looks very cute.
My sister used to play a lot of this, and you'd basically have numbers where you do the buildings. And that's kind of the aspect we're going for, the stronghold building. We'll see about the building placement, but no promise. Outside, there's plan for minimal building. Obviously, for RTS battles, you do want to think. Let's say if you're having a little battle where you're trying to take over the enemy stronghold, you might want to have an ability to still build some things outside.
Yeah, there would be kind of minor upgradable things.
Yeah, exactly.
Whereas the more like building, the specific building focus would be in your personal like lair. But there is
Exactly.
like ways of influencing the outputs
Or,
of like the captured.
Let's
town.
say building a camp. If you're out somewhere and you have no resources, it would be nice to be able to place down a camp so you'd have people gathering the resources while you're out. What are you looking for?
Alcohol. But Cat
There's
has the other
only one
Yeah,
left because Kat
alcohol is
took the
much-
other one. And then she tried taking
Disgraceful.
this one.
It's right two.
She
Whoa.
tried. I gave one to you. I took one myself, one to Kat, put this one here. And Kat was like, "Oh, give that to me. I'll put it in the fridge and I'll have it later." And I'm like, "I'm having this later for this
Cat
stream."
gets half of the beer that you
Kat,
bought.
Kat gets the alcohol next time. But yeah, if you want, you can take a sip from this. Unless you're afraid of cooties.
I am afraid. But
Too late, you already have. Flash RTS game called Colony. I have no idea, but we're gonna look it up. I'm very curious. It gave me something in
Ooh.
India. Is this what we're talking about? It's Colony Siege. It's a Flash game, so. This game. Oh, like this. Okay, yeah, something like that. Something like that. They shouted the original Clan War game to made Tribal Wars. Some managed to have a building element on the overworld out of battles. Yeah, that would be. I'm getting close, by the way. Yeah, out of battles, that would just be like your stronghold stuff. I mean, there's. That's where the hard part comes in. You don't want to let, especially in like an open world, you don't want to let the person build everywhere everything. Also, like resource management. So there's definitely going to be limits where you can build what. What are you trying to do?
Fuck is zoom called? Isn't it a slash?
The slash.
If what's
slash.
why did they put it the slash that's away from all the
Stop.
raging?
Okay, but you want to see something cool? Do you want to see
Raging.
something cool? Give me that. I will show you an amazing thing that the latest version of this has. You draw something, right? You draw Johnny Fastbear. So this is
Sorry, who's? No, I have no Johnny Fastbear.
Johnny Fastbear.
Is he related to any other bears that I might be more aware of? His fucking brim. He's got like a. Oh, it's actually quite cute.
He doesn't. He has a.
He's got one eye.
Yeah.
It's like Pudsey. Oh.
This is Johnny. It's really hard to draw with this.
Yeah.
I'm used to drawing on a graphics tablet and like using those, but not like this.
You've got a fancy one with a screen.
I
on.
do have a fancy one, but I didn't used to have a fancy one. Now give me my mouse. Now what? Okay, you can add some stuff to him.
Give him some cheeks. Some Freddy Fast cheeks.
See anything about the during battles part? Yes, I did. I'll get to that in a bit. Let me just show you this really cool feature.
Okay, I'm good.
But they added a feature. If you go into, I think, a layer, it is called Shading Assist.
And you click on Make Real Freddy Fazbear.
It becomes the
Walks through the
real
door.
one. It's not, it's Edit. Shading Assist?
Nah.
Oh,
It's
it's-
gonna make 3D Freddy Fazbear.
See, like,
Is it
It's
because
not
the line?
3D,
Is it because
yeah.
the aren't closed loops?
no, shouldn't. Oh no, you have to color it because it's only Shading Assist. I forgot. So let's color him. Let's do like a different layer.
Just put like a layer under him.
Yeah, that's what I did. Are you gonna color it by hand? I was just gonna do a color in this guy. I forgot his name. Yeah. So out of battles, I mean, in battles, there's definitely gonna be some building, maybe a bit more free building. You know, it would be nice to have like walls to block off stuff like that. So definitely have that. Give them like different colors and stuff.
Whoa. Let's do it. One of them's purple, no?
Yeah, of course.
Freddy Purple Bear.
That's his name. Why you color it like the? Okay, sure.
It's all fucking
Yeah, so there's definitely going to be building in a lot of scenarios. It's just more the building will be a little bit more limited. Based on the fact that we don't feel like
Wait,
that's the most important kind of like feature to go for.
No guns on Twitch. That was close.
Yeah, no, do it again. Give him like
I think that's
red
like one
mark.
thing
Give him
they're
like
not on, right?
red marks. Like he has a tattoo on this arm, so give him like a red
There's not
tattoo.
a whole lot of.
I don't
lot of
care.
room to work with. You want me to give him a tattoo on these sausage arms? Why is that-
Just random squiggles.
random squiggles.
Yeah, this is tattoo. You got the squiggly tattoo.
That's
There
a
you go.
tattoo. That's a. Oh, actually, John.
Ms. Juna, do not worry. You are not inclined to come to these. We do appreciate it, but please, if you can, do not worry about it. It will be very lonely. It's gonna be very sad. Don't worry. We'll figure it out. We'll get some. We'll hire someone. And just
Professional viewer.
and just delete like the yeah. Okay. You know what? Fine. Let's try this.
I don't know. I just.
Oh
do
my
it.
God.
I'll do an experiment.
Just saying. Thank you. I appreciate it. It's always nice having you here. Don't shade it. They'll shade it
No,
for
no,
us.
that's what I want to see how it interacts with
Okay.
different values.
So now you go into edit shading assist. Why can't I?
Whoa!
And you can see where the sun goes and
It's just
everything.
like real life. It is not. Like, see, I thought it'd fuck
Let's
up
set
that
it to
grass, that is-
night. Nah. Let's do stage light.
What is it? What is it basing
And you can like
that off
add
of?
all these. It pretends this is the light source.
No, but like the shape that I have drawn is just a 2D shape. So how is it?
Yeah, I don't know.
Does it just assume? Does it round every shape? Like whatever the outline of the shape is, it imagines it as round.
I've used this for some art, and it's been really good. Like especially like this, you can see like it does it.
If you actually did a drawing with this intention, like to use that,
It's-
you could probably do something quite cool. With
It's
it.
really good because
What the fuck
it saves
that
you a
is.
lot of time.
Oh, I know what we can do. Do I need to go off?
You can click OK or cancel. We could just get like a drawing. Do you just want to try on a random drawing? Like I'm an emotional sport animal suddenly take. I know, it's so sad. It's like my cat just disappears one day. Thank you. This is what's his name?
Johnny Fast.
Johnny Fastbear.
Yeah.
I forgot his name already. Whoa. Right. You want to see what it does to them?
Yeah. Okay. So it's done the sphere quite well. Well, I mean,
Okay, what if we put it on top of this?
it does struggle with the shadows, though, doesn't it? They're very
I think it's the brush we're using because this brush is very finicky. At the
yeah,
same
that's
time, you have like different ones.
true. Oh, actually,
evening,
no, that's a lot better. Yeah. Hey, so
night.
what's the difference between that?
Just different presets for different settings. Like you have backlight, so I think this is backlight is like the color from the back
Yeah.
instead.
But the difference between like evening and daytime, right, would only be an intensity and a color thing. Whereas
This is
changes
standard.
the
There's just
Oh,
standard,
it's just standard.
evening. There's
because it's changing the
morning.
quality of the lines, like they're,
Simple light. Ooh,
noisy.
wait, this one's really nice. Like, look at the sphere.
Yeah.
Oh, that. See, for like stuff like that's really good.
This is what I was thinking, that just for a purely round thing, it's
Boom.
probably like.
Oh yeah.
But then if you look at like the grass, it shot itself with that.
Yeah, it didn't
It's-
have a good
It
time
doesn't know
with the
what, because this
grass.
is why I was wondering whether it's like each time the brush
But
stamps,
that's
does it in
the
some way
issue.
remember the location of where the brush was?
I
Because
don't
like
think so.
all of these, right?
Oh yeah, another thing I really like as well. If you go into it's not preferences, it's canvas settings. If you when you make a new canvas, you can enable time lapsing, and it just records it in the back.
Oh, that's very nice.
So if you make a canvas and then you do your time lapsing, and then you can just export time lapse and it shows it to you.
That's cool. That is quite cool.
You
But-
just turn that off.
with watermark.
No, you can disable that. But yeah, if you just want to, if you click this, and it records the time lapse on a
Do
new
you have to
canvas.
pay to get rid of that watermark, or does it just get
No,
rid of it when you
you
actually
just
export
click
it?
this. And it's
Why
gone.
would you ever want to turn
Maybe
that on?
some people want
What
to.
person is that? Oh, I've made this really nice drawing, this time lapse. Let's include the clip start.
Yeah, so it has a lot of like cool features. Like you do this now, and then you go
Whoa.
time lapse, export time lapse.
I mean, you drew it so quickly anyway.
Yeah, it
it doesn't
didn't-
really matter. Time
Make
lapse in it.
quality. You can change the aspect ratio to 1:1. You know.
Can we do a drawing of the clip start? What is it called? Clip Art Studio.
Clip Studio Paint.
Clip Studio
Clip
Paint
Studio Paint.
logo. So what's Clip Art Studio?
I don't know.
Or have I just like,
You just made
combined some
you
words
made
in my head?
something new.
write it down.
Sexy Dragon merch when?
In 3.
Do you want to enable time lapse on this one?
I do.
We're gonna enable it next time and see what we got.
Okay, right. Sexy dragon.
Oh, we're doing the sexy dragon. We'll get some Eternal Damnation merch eventually. I think that'd be kind of cool. She looking kind of pretty. Get rid of this. Ooh, give her some eyeliner. Give her lush eyelashes. Yes, yes. Oh, she is pretty. That's what I'm talking about. Not me just going on about a dragon. This always turns into, it goes from like him trying to work to then us just things doing.
What's something fun to draw?
It's great.
I can't really remember.
Okay, the ears are making her look like more like a
It's
cow.
goblin a cow. What fucking...
Give her. Let me add to this. Let me add to this. I just gotta figure out.
It's got a bit of a Dairy Lee cow vibe
I gotta
to
figure
it.
out the graphics tablet. I would give her.
Whoa, the nose highlight.
No, I would give like these, like nose fins. Then we'd give her like some like, you know, like
Boar
spikes.
it looks like a boar now though.
Give her some teeth. You know, and then here you want to do like those. Like these kind of like horns where it's like spins. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean. Like a ram's horn.
Yeah, and then I'll go over there, and then here you just do the like the main
The main.
the mane of the dragon that comes in with the ear, and then you gotta give her like a little beard, because every dragon has like a thing down there, right? And then like scales, because she's a scaly, so. You know, you see what I mean?
You forgot the key
Yeah,
ingredient.
you can add more to it. There she is. That's our sexy dragon. Oh my god, yes, the piercings. I'll add like shitload on the ears. Yeah, she's beautiful. Ooh. A lip piercing.
And
I love watching you try to figure this out.
big clown nose.
What is? Why would you do that? She was beautiful as she is.
It's strange using new programs, but using them at like the worst angle to
Yeah,
draw at in the
and
world. I'm like
not
leant
in the
forwards
best
in the most
way.
uncomfortable way.
Yeah, but we'll definitely be revealing more story-wise stuff. That's why we do have the lore page on the website. But obviously, that's why we wanted to start the streams, because it is definitely easier for us to relay information when asked about. It's easier to relay the information about what people are curious about. And it's just kind of like a drive for action. Freckles. Give her freckles. Ooh. Oh my god. She's looking good. Actually, the sexiest dragon I've ever seen.
What else do people find sexy?
Um...
I don't know what we need. The thing is, all my habit, I keep
Give her a
pressing B.
choker. Give her like a really thick
I
choker.
will do. I was thinking.
Oh my god. I kind of like that. I'm kind of into that. I would give her a really thick choker. Like a black thick choke. Yeah. There we go. Okay, wait. I got an addition. I got this. But I need to do this myself. Because this is... It's unexplainable. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
Well, it is explainable, but it's just easier for me to do it. But we are gonna get rid of your...
No.
Just gonna hide it.
Get rid of all this mind shit.
Because it's in the way. There we go. Let's do like lavender. Is this layer she's on? So I'm gonna do a
I
layer.
think the red should be on one level.
And we're gonna go into.
I might have started a second. Ooh. Oh yeah.
I like the side
yeah.
cut. From like here, you have like her hair there, and it's kind of like shaven on this side.
Ooh.
So I'm gonna do it here. So I'm gonna add it, and maybe like make it like go down that side, and then we want to like get rid of this side to like make it like kind of like shaven, so it's like barely visible.
You know what you can do? I would. work back into it with like a darker, but then do dots on that bit and lines on that bit, and it's like a shaved version. Oh no, I like it all the way down.
Oh, you like that?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, you can add to it.
Okay.
You can definitely add to it. I just wanted to give the hair like the side sweep. Oh yeah, add some shading. Use the shading assist. What did this turn into?
Fucking why are the buttons different?
Oh yeah, you gotta make sure people know it's shaved.
Oh, it's all splotchy. I'll come back.
So you
to
use Unity, right? What do you absolutely despise about Unity? Yes, we do use Unity. Let's talk Unity hate. Oh god, there's a lot of things that I like and despise about Unity. Mostly, as a controversial opinion, a lot of people in the Unity community are a bit annoying when you're trying to answer questions or you're trying to get things done. In my opinion, Unity is a very good games engine, but the way a lot of people take it for is they take it as a... How do I say this? It's good because it's very versatile. So the way they've done is they did the game engine, and to make it marketable to everyone, they did a lot of things on their own. So, for example, their physics system or whatever, you do not have to use that. Everything Unity gives to you, you do not have to use. Even their mesh renderers, you can make your own, use your own. That's why I think Unity is good in that kind of way, that they've provided you a lot of building blocks to use that you can use. What comes with the community is people see these things set in stones, and a lot of the time when you're trying to find support for what you're using, they're like on the completely wrong page, and they're like, they talk about like the most basic things that you kind of like already looked at, and they're like, I don't know. I've had some issues where we use some plugins made by other people, and it took me like 3 times telling them what was the issue until I had to record a video of the issue. I sent them the video. They still couldn't see it until I had to point out an option that they were not checking. And they were being like, oh yeah, it's fine, it works on my screen, whatever. Like, oh, okay, I don't care, you are not listening to me. That's one thing that's been really annoying, is having to deal with that. But a lot of the community is also absolutely fantastic because there's a lot of people to help you, and I think that's great. So I'm not doing like I hate the community really, but it's just kind of like a lot of the times we use it on a big scale compared to what your average indie dev might use. I'm saying average because a lot of game devs are just like one person in their bedroom, which is cool. I think that's amazing. But all the times it's different when you have like a full team and you're trying to like actually like achieve something bigger, I guess. No. I'm gonna get canceled over these words. What I do not like about Unity, is I think some things you are not in control of it. The UI, God, I hate the UI. It's probably the worst part of Unity. They have their UGUI, which is old, and it's... I do not like using it, but they have UI Toolkit. I tried using UI Toolkit. I loved UI, the addressable system. We're not using anything with addressables, but I've heard stuff about them. I love UI Toolkit because I love messing with websites, and that's great, but it is not at a point to be used. They've gotten so many things wrong. There's, in UI Toolkit, for some reason, when you take an element and you, like, let's say I have an element and I, like, instantiate it into my UI stuff, it creates an empty parent element, which a lot of the times messes things up. So you always have to instantiate the element, and then you have to access the parent element and change its positioning or whatever if you want to do, like, something else. That's really annoying. Crashes when you accidentally hit save. But that is interesting. Jesus. She is so beautiful. God. That's been, the UI has been really annoying to mess with. And UGUI is so old, and it's just, it ends up being really annoying because we used UI Toolkit for a while until it hit the point where it's like, I don't feel like it generally is ready for use. So you have to go back to the old one, and you're just like, I don't like the old one. What else is there? What else have we had come into issues with? it's interesting. I will say I do enjoy Unity. I think it's good. It's good for like quick stuff, but at the same time, it's a very like 50-50 games engine when it comes down to stuff, or when you're trying to like do stuff on your own. A lot of plugins for it, but they all made in a different way. Um, you're gonna have like, if you're like, hey, I need this system. Hey, the system is already made by someone else. Let's try using it. You get that system and you realize that it's made in a way that now it's hard to, like, the compatibility with your project isn't good because they're just doing things differently, and for some reason when someone does things differently, that will not work with what you have. Base Unity stuff. What has been like that we've had an issue with base Unity stuff?
Animation stuff was frustrating.
I do not mess with that.
But
So
then
I don't.
it was also kind of unique to us because the way that we were using animations was
That's
very
true. That is true.
like re-entry, trying to fix and edit things rather than just use them as is out of the box. So it was more like
yeah.
frustrating things that I mean it's inflexible with how it's meant to be used, and we are trying to like kind of get away with things and save space and save time
Well,
with
I'm gonna be
certain
honest.
practices.
The thing with what we're doing, my biggest complaint is, again, I'm gonna come back to the community. But this isn't just Unity. This is every programming thing. You're trying to do a thing a specific way, and you go Google it. How do I do this one thing in this specific way? And the answer is, oh, you do it a different way. Well, I'm sorry, I didn't ask for a different way. If you don't have an answer, don't we have our reasons for doing things, and like we have to mess with our animations a bit differently than what you do on the average, and that's because we just have a reason for doing it. It generally comes even into the gameplay and stuff like that. It's definitely been a journey. It is, but I think you're gonna have a journey with any game engine unless you make your own. But that takes time. Having your own game engine gives you more control over it. Damn. I like her shirt. It's very cool. It was my two favorite characters.
Frederick and Chico.
Frederico and Chicorico. We gotta give we can't have copyrighted names on this.
I can't copyright that, can they?
Yeah, just you want to be careful.
Right.
Yeah, what else besides the UI? Having your own game engine does give you more control over how to do. Yeah, exactly. That's why big companies will make their own game engine. That gives them the control and stuff like that. Obviously, you can still technically do that with Unity because that's one thing I've learned about Unity. A lot of things can be avoided and you can use something else instead of Unity. Well, not instead of Unity, but instead of the default provided things. Pathfinding, you do not have to use Unity's nav meshes. We do not use Unity's nav meshes. We use A-Star Pathfinding, which is a really good asset for Unity in my opinion. It works in with Unity's nav meshing or whatever. I'm not gonna get too deep into that, but it's like, is that a little POW fucker?
No.
Okay.
A what?
Oh, there's a game, there used to be a game called POW, where it's this little brown pet that has literally would be just the eyes, and that's what it looks like. Let me show you.
I like the sound of it, but I've never heard of it.
This dude, oh, it's not this dude, it was a different,
Fuck
this
is
guy,
that?
it's POW.
That is
It's like a pet you'd keep, it's a virtual pet.
potato.
But yeah, the render engines, that's a very interesting one. Universal, because we're using Universal Render Engine instead of obviously the main one because it is performance better, but it's still pretty new. And when you're going into rendering modes, we're using Forward Plus because there's a couple things we need, like opacity on things. But we've had issues where some shaders just don't work with it. There was a complete shader I had to remake in Shader Graph to replicate it because it was having flashing issues because it's still a pretty brand new thing. So obviously, hey, you want a stable thing, we're using a long-term support version, but we're using one of the latest. We're using Unity 2022 because we do want the performance and old, like, newer versions. But it's just, I don't know, it's that annoying point. Obviously, there was that Unity drama. Is that Sonic? There's a recent Unity drama. Obviously, the CEO stepped down, and, that's kind of cool, but the trust has been broken, so that's also very interesting. But there's also things which is like, oh, you can do this, that's great. Water systems in Unity, that is the hardest thing. Unity and water, and finding like cool water systems to just save you time ain't not it. I love her. She's amazing. She is done. That is the sexy dragon.
That's
Alright.
the logo you wanted, right?
That is we're
We've
gonna
done some
we're gonna
work.
save this. We're gonna make this into merch. Everyone on the stream has been 1 hour 40 minutes.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm gonna be tired. I need to head home, get some things done. So first ever stream. No stream happened
Free feet pics on the first
before.
ever stream. Who'd have
That
thought?
is insane. Thank you guys for stopping by. Thank you for witnessing the microphone get broken.
And the SD Games foot reveal.
Shh. Don't talk about that.
Coming to a wiki feet near you.
Alright,
Nice.
and let's do this. SD merch. You're very welcome. Thank you. Well, there we go. We have hopefully more mics to be broken. No, that is not happening. I need to fix this now. This is coming out of my pate now. It's not. Yeah, I'm gonna need to figure out a way to open this. I'll probably.
If we are desperate, I do have a problem.
No, I can open this up. I just gotta, I'll probably.
Although- It would require stealing one of your USB slots.
I will bring in my iFixit kit and take a look at this tomorrow.
I'm gonna have a wee.
I will end the stream.
No, I thought that was that not the. I thought that was the one we're done.
Okay. Yeah. No, thank you for watching. Have a good time.
Yeah, thanks for being.
Stay sexy dragons.
Stay signatory. There you go.
Thank you guys for watching. Have a good time. See you Thursday, 5 p.m. That stream will be a non-work stream. Streaming gaming.
Imagine not working.
I'm
on
working on setting up a Minecraft server for us. So
That would be
that's
fun.
weird. Bobble on, sexy dragons. That's good. I like that.
That's good,
Yeah,
good.
next stream is gonna be more of a chill stream, or maybe some more.
More chilled than this.
Oh, that's
Is that
insane.
possible? We're not going to bother trying to do work for the first half. We're just going to go straight into.
Exactly.
Drawing
We're
the sexy
just gonna,
dragons.
we're just gonna dragging it up. So wait, if I click ending, mic's still working. Okay. Well,
Mike is.
mic is still working. All right. Thank you for watching. We're gonna do this way. You gotta do this professionally. You gotta tune in.
Fade in, fade out. Nice.
Right. Have a good time and
Have a good evening, everyone.
goodbye.
You're all connected.